Alright, hey everyone, my name's Corinne, and welcome to my very first vlog or blog or whatever I should call this. I really have no idea. I don't know if I'm going to post this, I don't know if I'm going to start really doing this, but I kind of want to try. I recently became slightly obsessed with this girl's beauty tutorials and in the process of finding new things because this girl is awesome and has the greatest tips in the world. I stumbled on her blog, and so she's kind of inspired me to start my own, and so I kind of want to call her out and be like, hey, you are awesome, but I don't want to call her out until I actually have videos. So someday I will have a tribute to my Inspire video, and this is sounding kind of stalkerish. We'll work on that. So I'm kind of hoping that there's no crazy whistling on this video because my computer fan is going 90 miles an hour, I'm pretty sure, because it's old. It's like my baby, but it's almost 4 years old, and that's about when computer babies have to get kicked out of the nest. But it still runs, which is great. I got this for my 16th birthday, and I wasn't sure if my parents were thinking I'd take this to college or not. Here I am 4 years later, and it's still kicking, and it works great, and I take it freaking everywhere, and it hasn't died on me, which is good, because I don't have the money to pay for a new one right now. So I guess this is the part where I talk about me and my exciting life, and unfortunately I don't always have a lot of exciting stories, so vlogging could be an interesting experience. But this weekend I actually do kind of have a fun story. It's Halloween weekend, so this year Halloween's on a Monday, and it's awesome because there's 4 nights of Halloween. And so last night I was at my boyfriend's college. We go to 2 different schools and we're doing a long distance thing, but it also means that we get to do some fun stuff because my school is great and I love my school to death. But his school has this, he's in a Greek house, and for their philanthropy they put on this giant haunted house, and it's the second best one in the state, and it's not a very populated state, so it's not the greatest accomplishment in the world, but it's still cool. They have to succeed on some level to get that right. So I got to help out with the haunted house on Friday night. I got to help them put it together, help them put gobs of fake blood everywhere. These boys go all out. They're so excited about it, and they're having a ton of fun. And so then I got to help out with this haunted house, and by help I mean I kind of stayed behind the scenes and hung out with the guys while they scared everyone. For most of the night I was in the chainsaw room. They all have tour guides going through this haunted house, and so they send the scared groups down this hallway, and they're last door on the left, it'll be okay, that's the way out, you know? And so the group gets halfway down the hallway, and then we start the chainsaw, and they have this glow-in-the-dark Jason mask, and so whoever it is just kind of steps out and rubs the chainsaw, and it's just rah, get out of my house, and chases them down the other end of the hallway. And it's so funny, you hear these reactions, and it's exactly how I would react in a haunted house. I'm scared to death of haunted houses. I don't do well with it. I've never been to an actual haunted house with my boyfriend, so he doesn't know, but I scream like none other. Yeah, I couldn't do it. He was giving me a tour of the house before everything was set up and the lights were still partially on and no one was jumping out at you, and I was I want to leave. But working behind the scenes was awesome, and they let me use the chainsaw one time, but unfortunately it didn't really turn on, and I'm at least a foot shorter than both of the guys who were working the chainsaw. And so there were jokes about midget with a chainsaw, and yeah, it didn't go well. That's my fun story for the weekend. That's my fun Halloween story. Last night we ended up going to see some friends from high school, and we played Apples to Apples, which is the greatest game in the world. But it wasn't some epic Halloween story thing. But it was fun, and my boyfriend won and lorded it over everyone. I also roll my eyes a lot, you guys might notice, and I'm going to try to work on it as this goes on, but just ignore them for now. Let's see, what else about me? So I guess I should tell you a little bit about myself, actually, since all I've talked about is my fun stories with my boyfriend this weekend. You guys heard him in college already, You guys heard I have this awesome old computer. He's my baby. Um, what else? I'm living in a Greek house right now. I'm in a sorority, so I've got that going. I'm not gonna say which one. I'm not gonna say where I go to college. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. But it's great. I like living here a lot. It's college, you know. I'm taking 4 classes. I'm a business major. I like accounting. I hate econ. I spend too much time on my computer. What else do we got? Ooh, maybe here's some fun facts. So my cell phone is this thing. It's like old. It was like free because I broke a phone right before I went to my senior prom, and then I was using my boyfriend's mom's phone for a while, but that was even getting old and like almost falling apart. So I got this one. It was like a free one before I went to college, and I'm pretty sure I'm like the only kid I know who doesn't have a smartphone. So I'm in class with all these kids and their fancy iPhones, and I'm just like, my texts. And it takes pictures. Actually, I have a picture of me with a chainsaw from this Friday. I'm gonna post that. What else about me? I wish I read more. Like, I wish I would like actually make time for that. I've been reading this book, Peace Like a River. Hopefully I can flip this video around so it doesn't read backwards. But I've been reading it since like March of this year, and it's October. Like that shouldn't happen. I had a whole summer. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. But it's really good. I like it a lot. I mean, I'm on page 239, and there are 311 pages in this book. So I'm almost done. I had like a Saturday night where I really had nothing to do, and I was like angry at the world, and I was like, you know what? I have nothing to do, and everyone else is gonna lord it over me if I'm just like holed up in my room. So I'm gonna go to the chapter room and read. And like, I had 12 people come back from going out, you know, the college life, and be like, "Are you doing homework?" And it's like 1 a.m. on a Saturday night. I'm like chilling in the big room reading, and everyone just is so confused. And I'm like, no, I'm just reading. Like, that's how it is. What else? Oh, I'm being a flight attendant for Halloween. I haven't really had much of a chance to dress up, but I have this, like, awesome blue suit jacket. Like, I don't know if you all can see that, but it's, like, it's a horrendous shade of blue, and it has shoulder pads, and it's, like, it's insane. I bought it at Ross for $10, and the, like, suggested retail price of this thing is $200, according to the tag. Like, I'm vaguely in touch with fashion, but I couldn't tell you how much this is actually worth, but the tag said $200, and so I think they're crazy. But I got some new heels out of it, which is great, except they're like a half size too big because I have difficulties buying shoes, and maybe I'll make a video about that and like just rant, and those of you who have wider feet like me can just like understand that you're not alone, because you're not. What else do I have that I can show you guys? Ooh, here's a fun one. This is the key to my sweet ride. It's a bicycle. I want a car so badly. I live in a bigger city, and so it's really nice not having a car like 70% of the time. But if I need to go buy a lot of groceries, visit my boyfriend, do an errand that's not right next to campus, like, well, except for when I have to go visit my boyfriend, because I can't bike across the straight line. That's just too far. I'm sorry. Anything else about me? Oh, this keychain is upside down, but this is like really important to me. I was a swimmer in high school, and I also did synchronized swimming, so that's what this is. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm trying to hold it still so it like focuses. But that's like my team at nationals, and we're like upside down with our legs in the air. Don't go Google synchronized swimming. I will post a link of what real synchronized swimming looks like so that you get the right stuff. It's like sweet clips of Olympic people doing sweet stuff. Anything else about me? Oh, I love cheap sunglasses. These are like $10 from Target. They're fantastic. This is like the only sunglasses I have owned, or these types of sunglasses. They like sell the same things in different patterns every season. I've only owned these design of sunglasses for like the last 3 years. Like, I bought my last pair fall of my It must have been my senior year. That would make more sense. Oh, I love lip balm. Lip balm I cannot live without. This is the one I use when I go to sleep every night. Like, I literally can't go to bed. Well, I can go to bed without using it, but I wake up and I'm just like, oh, where's my lip balm? It's like wild carrot or herbals. My aunt runs this like gourmet grocery store somewhere, so she keeps sending me like all these organic products, and I'm like, well, this looks vaguely expensive, so I'd never buy it, but thanks. She gave me this awesome care package with like tons of stuff in it, and I love it to death, and I'm about to email her and be like, hey, so if you want to send me a Christmas present, or even just like a half-price present of that face stuff that you sent me like last spring, I would love you forever, because that stuff saved my life on like a weekly basis when I stay at a fraternity house, and they don't exactly have a lot of amenities for girls up there because it's all guys living in the house. They don't need them. Hopefully this is just a nice little snapshot of me and just what I'm like. More to come. I will think up fun stories to tell you all, and I'll post links about synchronized swimming and all of that, and it'll be awesome. So yeah, bye everyone.